Hello, greetings viewers, what is up? It is the free Tangerine 17 and welcome to the 4th episode of Let's Play Mega Man 3 Search Snake Only. Last episode we took down our good friends Hardman and Topman, and in this episode we're going to be kicking things off by blasting our way into Sparkman stage, lighting up that spark, rekindling that flame of lovely gameplay. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. It's just terrible. I'm so bad. Okay, we shall ignite the flame of my passion for Sparkman stage. It sparks that flame. No, I'm not. I'm no thespian. Okay, let's just forget about this and get into Sparkman stage. Okay. So yeah, he's got a very cool, very unique design. He's got like those two electrodes there, which he uses to conduct electricity off his spark plug head of sorts. Anyways. Oh dear, I just remembered. Oh no, I don't have my infinite ammo code on. I forgot to put it back on after last episode. You know what? We're gonna see if we can beat this whole stage without it. I reckon we can do it. I reckon we can do it without running out of Search Snakes. And if I do run out of Search Snake, I'm not gonna think about that. Anyway, as you can see, this stage is some kind of power plant, and it's a very flashy power plant. Look at all these lights going on around here. It'll give you a seizure. All this constant movement. That's one of the things I love about this stage, though. The way everything's just constantly moving. It feels so fluid and exciting, you know. And ooh, looks like this works against these enemies. These little I don't even know what you call them. I'm not sure what their names are. Every enemy in these games do have a name. I just don't remember most of them. But they sort of have those electrodes and they shoot out, you know, bits of sparkiness. Yeah, they're not that much of a threat, really. And they take one hit to kill, it seems, from the Search Snake. Oh, I forgot. We can't hurt our friend Hammer Joe. Gonna have to take that hit past him. And this is where things get interesting. Because, death spikes. But they're all the way up there. Nothing to worry about. There is something to worry about. These platforms will take us right up into them. You gotta be very careful, very careful. And then, there you go. That's how you totally annihilate that bit of the level. Just gotta think fast, you know, get through quickly. And oh dearie me, these guys, they don't take hits, do they? Nope, 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 nope. I do not like that. Alright, we're gonna have to take a hit, methinks. We're gonna have to just take one in the face. I can't get that health. Well, I could, you know. Oh, I said I would allow myself to use Rush to get items, but I would have to take another hit from that guy to go back for it, which would not make it worth it, I'm telling you right now. Anyway, I think these guys, are they called Yambos, or is that the Dragonflies? I think that's the Dragonflies. Oh yeah, weapon energy. Looks like we're not going to run out yet. So I've spent the whole first half of the stage climbing up. Well, it's time to go down in what is one of the most random areas of any stage in any Mega Man game. It's just a giant shaft you drop through. It's pretty cool though, just from, you know, a cosmetic point of view. And where apparently we're in section B10. I don't think any of the section names make any sense, to be perfectly honest, if you like look at a map of the stage. Anyway, apparently this isn't just a power plant, apparently it's also a junk facility, because we have these sort of junk blocks. That's cool. And is Mega Man's head missing there? Yeah, look at that. Looks like his head's missing. I never really noted that before. Alright. It's pretty hilarious though, I'm not gonna lie. And look at that, we're still on full ammo. That's pretty damn cool. Anyway, now for one of the trickiest platforming sections in the game, really. Oh dear, and it's gonna be extra tricky because I can't hurt these guys. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to take some hits, methinks. Oh boy, oh boy. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Okay, we're still alive, we're still alive, we're still alive. Oh no! Why didn't I take the hit? I deliberately avoided the enemies because of natural instinct, and then I realized, wait, if I don't get hit by those enemies, it's gonna take me up into the spikes and I'm gonna die instantly. Oh my god, that was the best death ever. That was top-notch work. Top-notch work! Do you not understand me right now? That was the best gameplay you've ever seen in your entire life. Alright, this time, let's just take a hit. Okay, I'm gonna take another hit apparently because I didn't react fast enough, I don't think. Okay, take another hit. We've got plenty of health, got plenty of health. Nothing to worry about, nothing to worry about. Oh boy. Oh no, I did it again! I'm such an incompetent nincompoop. I did the exact same thing twice, so why am I so stupid? I'm so stupid. What's wrong with me? I guess I'll take this interlude of failure to mention that I love the music in this stage. It's definitely a bit of a fan favorite one. Fan favorite along with Snake Man's theme, and I love them both. They are like my two favorite themes from this game. So hey, I agree with the fan consensus. And Sparkman's theme is a little short, but it's just so packed full of energy, appropriate for such a, well, an energy-filled stage, as you can see. everything about this stage is busy, from the aesthetic to the music to the platforming in this section, which is definitely very busy. Alright, there we go, we're finally through after all those bouts of incompetence. And yeah, it's not that long of a stage, you know, I've said that about like every stage. I mean, I guess stages in Mega Man aren't that long, particularly with the slide maneuver in this game, and the fact that I'm just so experienced doing these stages because of how much I've played the game, you know. But anyway, another weird boss corridor. This is really the weirdest in the whole series, because it's not your standard horizontal corridor, but it's not like a huge deviation from it either, like that big pit in Magnet Man's corridor. It's just this little step up. Like, there's no reason for this. Like, why is this here? It almost bothers me just because of how little of a change it is, you know? You just want it to be a perfectly horizontal corridor, please. But why couldn't we have, like, a boss corridor that's like a staircase, you know? That'd be cool. I don't know. Anyway, it fits with the boss fight because the terrain isn't a regular flat terrain, just like Snake Man. And, yep, and just like Snake Man, he's got an odd movement. He, like, bounces around a lot. And speaking of Snake Man, it doesn't seem like the snake's working on him. So it looks like we found our other boss other than Hard Man that this weapon is ineffectual against. So I shall have to move back to my Mega Buster roots. You really don't want him to corner you, because if he corners you, it's very easy for him to hit you with that large spark ball he shoots out. But otherwise his pattern's pretty simple really. He just sort of jumps around in 5 different positions, shoots out the 8 directional spark shots, and then the big one right after that. Whenever he stops is random though, that's the trickiest thing about him. He could, you know, jump only once, he could jump several times in a row, but it's still a pretty easy boss fight overall. Not really that bad of a choice for first, I don't know. I feel like most of these bosses are just easy for me now because of how much I'm used to them, whereas if you're playing this for the first time, you might really struggle with Spark Man, unlike right then when I've had a lot of experience and I just absolutely annihilate him. Anyway, there you go, there's your Spark Shock. The name of the weapon. Now this is the underrated crap weapon of the series. This weapon sucks so much, and people don't realize it because they don't try and use it enough. Like, it's not as obviously bad as the top spin is, but if you actually try and use it against enemies, you'll find it is an absolute piece of shite weapon. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. No, sorry, I am not gonna lie. It is an absolute piece of trash. It's an absolute piece of garbage. It is a bigger garbage bowl than I am, okay? It is absolute filth. You shoot an enemy and you freeze it in place like the Ice Slasher from the first game. But get this, you cannot switch weapons after that, so you can't damage it. It just stays frozen until it unfreezes and then attacks you. And it's better at getting you killed than anything else. It's absolute rubbish. I can't articulate how bad this weapon is. It's so awful. It defies creation. Okay. I'm getting a little wind. So that was Smart Man stage. The 7th robot lost, so number 23. Which leaves only Shadow Man left. Number 24. Ooh, I need to calm down. The final robot master of this game. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right in. Also, what the hell is with that flickering line above Shadow Man's picture? That line is always there. I don't physically understand the flickering line. Maybe it's to represent how mysterious Shadow Man is. The flickering line of mystery. It is an enigma to everyone. Where has this flickering line come from? Only you can discover the mystery of Shadow Man's flickering line. Alright, enough of that stupidity. Let's get in there. Alright, now, first things first. Shadow Man. He's a frickin' ninja with a shuriken on his head, and he's from outer space. That is all I have to say if you do not think Shadow Man is extremely cool. Anyways, speaking of coolness, we have random lava fall in the background, because apparently when you think of shadows, you think of extremely bright lava, magma, or whatever you want to call it, but maybe that's the irony. I mean, there can't be shadows without light, so maybe that's so pretty appropriate then, I suppose. Yes. Very much appropriate, yes. Indeed. Anyway, just ignore that stupid enemy that's in like the worst position ever to hurt you. And, oh god, we got these guys again, yeah. I'll try and get them with some snakes. And, no, one of these guys again. Let's run through him, whatever. And, whoa. Our old friend is back. Breakman, yes, back for his final appearance in the Roadmaster stages. Still can't hurt him, it seems. So this fight works identically to the one in Magnet Man stage. because the terrain is flat, unlike Hard Man stage, and unlike Gemini Man stage, he's not trying to help us. So, yep, just gotta take him out, and it's really easy as in Magnet Man stage, and there you go, just drop right down again. So, nothing really to worry about. I expect this stage to be extremely easy with Search Snake, because I'm pretty sure pretty much every enemy goes along the ground, so yeah, this is gonna be a cakewalk. I better be careful that I don't run out of that energy though, do I? Oh, and it takes out the light things in one shot too. Yep, that's Shadow Man living up to his name, having the stage turn dark, and apparently having a star field appear because of it. That's got to be some kind of illusion. There's no stars in here. What are you talking about? No stars? I'm the star. I'm the star of this show. What a pun. I'm the pun master. Alright, there we go. That's pretty much everything, I think. I don't know. This section's pretty tedious. It just does like the same thing over and over again. The eye guys, the grenades, and the darkness, and the death, and the destruction, and the depression. As I failed Shadow Man stage. No, it's okay. We're doing fine. Anyway, just jump down to the next section, and ooh, we got another one of these hopping guys, and let's go along real quick. And yeah, there we go. This isn't turning out too bad. Still got plenty of ammo left. And this is very good at taking these enemies out. Okay, I think I can speak for everyone when I say this is probably the stage where the Search Snake is the most useful. So it's a good thing I have a nice easy stage to finish the Robot Masters off. And maybe I'm eating my words now, because apparently the Search Snake does not work against these parachute enemies who are quite annoying and take quite a long time to get off the screen so that I can progress. Yeah, that's right, just take your time, not in any rush here, you know, I don't have a world to save or anything, you know. Oh my goodness, you little jerks. No, it's okay, no, it's alright, just take your sweet time, I don't care. I can appreciate the lava falls in the background, I can articulate how I feel about them, the beauty of their fluorescence painted against this blue brick background with X-shaped windows. It's truly a thing of poetry. It is gorgeous. And it's all thanks to you, parachute enemies. All thanks to you taking your sweet time so I can appreciate the true beauty of life. Alright, enough of that ridiculous stupidity. Let's move on with the rest of the stage. Yay, it's Yambo, he's back, look, there's two of them, and then that's it. Well, that was underwhelming. So, end of the stage, and the boss corridor is very high up, much like Magnet Man stage. That's another thing that doesn't come with Magnet Man stage, not just the flat, flawed Proto-Man fight, it has the high up boss corridor, and no one cares about any of this except me, do they? Alright, I'll shut up now. But look, there's these cool little lava things on the floor here, like these capsules with lava in them. What's that you say? No one cares still? God damn it! Alright, moving on to Shadow Man's boss fight. This guy is an utter jerk. He's almost as hard as Needle Man, and he's just as random, and he's extremely annoying. And can I hurt him? Yes, I can. It just went through him for some reason. Yes. So it's pretty much random whether he jumps or he shoots his Shadow Blade. And if he's really close to you, well, you've pretty much just got to take a guess, and if you're wrong, you have to take a hit. So yes, he's very RNG based, but unlike Needle Man, he is not a particularly enjoyable boss fight. I do not like Shadow Man very much, and I'm going to use an E-Tank, because I know I would vow not to use any E-Tanks, but let's face it, we're on 0 lives, you're about to run out of Search Snake, whatever, I can't be bothered redoing the stage. I'm just gonna take a chance, gonna do it, please hit him. I'm gonna have to finish him off with another weapon, aren't I? I think I shall. LOL, he has 1 HP left when I have to finish him off with another weapon. Alright, well, I cheated, okay? I'm sorry. I had to do it without 1 Search Snake to finish him off. You know what? Screw you guys. You're also pedantic. Also pedantic. As if anyone would actually complain about me having to finish him off with a weapon other than the Search Snake. Oh, it's probably going to be 100 angry comments now. You didn't finish him with the Search Snake. You're a total phony. No. It's all good. It's all good. Yay, all the robot monsters are defeated. Woo, Dr. Wily's... Wait, what? What? What is this shenanigans? Well, I shall explain that next time. Oh, you're gonna have to wait. I was gonna leave you hanging. So yes, for that we got the Shadow Blade and the Rush Marine, the other Rush power-up, which we haven't gotten thus far, which you can only use in Gemini Man stage, because, well, it's the only one with water in it, and it's not very useful there either. Rush Marine's pretty useless. I do like, I mentioned how you get Rush Jet from the hardest Robot Master, Needle Man, well, you get Rush Marine from the second hardest, Shadow Man, so I quite like the game design, the way they give you that extra reward for defeating the harder bosses. Shadow Blade is a pretty damn useful weapon, actually, unlike the garbage ball that is Spark Shock. The Shadow Blade is sort of like a nerfed Metal Blade from Mega Man 2. You can shoot it in most directions, but I don't think you can shoot it below you. It only has a limited range, and it has to come back to you like a boomerang. It still has quite a lot of ammo, though, and it does work pretty well on most enemies, so it's definitely one of the most useful weapons, up there with Magnet Missile for sure. So there's another thing Magnet and Shadow have in common. Well, you don't say. Anyway, Shadow Man stage, it's a pretty cool looking stage, pretty sophisticated design, but personally, on an aesthetic level, I don't know, it doesn't entice me that much. I like Top Man stage more because, well, just taking an example of aesthetic, like Top Man stage might have more simple tile sets, but it just looks sort of nice in Shadow Man's. I guess it comes down to personal taste. Music-wise, Shadow Man's got quite a long theme, rather like Needle Man's, I'm not that particularly fond of it. It's pretty damn good, quite catchy. It's just, I don't know, there's something to it which I don't like as much. I do like the tone shift in like the last third of the song, where it suddenly becomes like really happy. That's definitely my favorite part of the song. It's very odd. But yeah, boss fight wise, the toughest after Needle Man, but just not very fair. I mean, I guess Needle Man can be unfair, you know, if he like does a short hop and then immediately uses his needle press in his head, it's like almost impossible to avoid. But with Shadow Man, I mean, if he's close to you, it's just the RNG as to whether he's gonna slide or whether he's gonna throw the Shadow Blades after every 3 jumps. Because that's how he works. He does 2 jumps, then he attacks at the very beginning, and then after that it's always 3 jumps, then attacks, and it'll always be random which attack he uses. And again, if he's so close to you, it's pretty much up to chance whether or not you won't take a hit, so that's why Shadow Man's very annoying. One of the more annoying difficult boss fights. He's the quick man of this game, if you will. But still pretty cool, and need I reiterate, he is a robot ninja from outer space with a giant shuriken on his head. Now that, whoa man, that is some badassery right there if I've ever seen it. Anyways, next time we shall be investigating what the hell these mysterious figures are that have popped up in 4 of the different portraits. We'll be beginning our venture with Needle Man, the same way we, well, did him earliest. These 4 stages you see here in the corners, that is how we will be tackling next episode. I wonder what this could be about. Of course, it's acting, I know what this is all about. I'm just putting it on for your benefit, of course. But anyways, I'm sure you appreciate it. I was really batty this episode, wasn't I? I was extremely batty this episode. Probably the most battiest I've ever been, the battiest bat you've ever seen. You could just call me Batman. Well, we've had Snake Man. Batman isn't that far-fetched. Oh, that was a really stupid laugh. Alright, anyways, I shall see you next time. Until then, this is the Fruity Tangerine 17, signing off.